happening, Captain? This King.
Hey, this is Big Niche.
And I'm just Jay.
K-Max is, he'll be joining us at some point, but we are sipping the bullshit.
Hell
Yes.
Welcome back, man.
Welcome back, y'all, to another week. We love
Another
y'all.
Week. It's 20,
Yes.
25?
Y'all better love us back.
For sure, man.
We
love
have
you.
a special guest
shout out
tonight.
to our secret listeners.
Yeah, y'all
Yes,
appreciate-
yes.
We appreciate
Yes,
y'all.
yes.
Appreciate all y'all.
We appreciate all y'all.
Stop being secret listeners.
Show love, man. Show
Right.
love, man. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Repost us. You know what I mean? Like, if you tune in, spread the word.
Yeah,
It's we
spread the
family.
love,
It's
for
all
sure.
love.
For sure. For
This
sure.
week, we have a special guest.
A special,
A very, very
guest.
special guest. We have,
Brit Brit.
well,
Brit,
I'll let you
Brit.
I'll let you introduce yourself.
My name is Brittany.
And she's an awesome entrepreneur. When I say she's got a lot of things in the works, we can't talk about it right now.
Yeah.
But please tune in so we can tell you a little bit more down the line what she got going on. Just an awesome individual that's been in my life forever
Yeah.
and been in your life for what, the past 6 years?
5
years?
years, 6 years.
Yeah, what I say, we only get awesome people on the show, so y'all should be
Exactly.
thanking them.
Yes.
Quality, high quality.
Exactly.
So thank you,
Brit.
Brittany, for joining in.
Thank y'all for inviting.
Yes, Sam. So, okay. Every week we always start off with Dickhead of the Week.
Dickhead of the week.
Here we go.
Yep.
Buckle up.
This week's Dickhead goes to a Rhode Island City Councilman, attorney Matthew R. Riley, who was found in his car passed out while holding a crack pipe. Crack and
Lace.
fentanyl was
Yeah.
found, and that led to his arrest. He was asleep behind the wheel,
Passed out.
passed out.
Wait,
with
he
a-
said he got sleep apnea.
He said, but officer, you know I have sleep apnea.
Bro, but what did
He
that
said,
crack pipe
but
have
you
anything
have
to
a
do with
crack
it?
pipe in your hand. He said,
Yo.
oh.
Yeah, got it. He
But
forgot.
like really like fentanyl though.
Yeah.
Fentanyl, man.
Let me tell y'all something.
That shit is real.
These drugs
Fentanyl
for
is
real.
taking niggas out of here
Listen.
quick.
Listen.
Quick. Now I don't care, young, old, rich, poor. It's been taking people
Mhm.
out.
Mhm.
So it's like for you to be sitting behind the wheel, you lucky you was alive.
Exactly.
For sure.
And
You
Exactly.
lucky you was alive. Like they were able to just arrest you and not put you in a body bag.
Exactly.
You thought you was gonna take your blast and going about your day. That shit put you on your ass and knocked you right out. And then you caught the fuck up. Like,
How long have you been doing this?
Yo,
right,
that's what
long
I
ass
mean.
time.
Was
You-
he in his uniform or like?
No,
he was in a suit.
Yeah,
He was
he was in a suit and all that, but
He probably
was
was on
passed
his
out.
lunch break. He
or
said, let me
probably
take
taking
this
a hit
blast.
before he go
Yeah.
lock
Most
somebody
people
up.
get a
Yeah.
cocktail like
yeah,
Right.
yeah, just get a little drunk a little
like,
bit.
can I
Damn.
get a cocktail? Like, not a crack or a fentanyl. Like, that's deep. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how long he's been doing this. And the fact that is he a congressman?
He's,
Yeah.
a councilman.
Councilman.
Councilman. He's an attorney.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Attorney.
Like, and you on crack and
And
fentanyl.
Your
fentanyl.
attorney is taking blasts.
No
And then
wonder
co-
y'all
but my
going to
thing is this,
jail
right?
and you can't get your paperwork right because you're high off crack
Right,
and
right.
fentanyl. I see the crack pipe burns on your lips.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
that's wild when you're just broad daylight
Yeah.
taking hits.
In the car.
Broad daylight.
And he in a fishbowl. Them windows wasn't tinted at
Okay.
all.
No tent. Broad daylight. And you just want to get high. This is not weed we talking about.
No.
We're not talking about a vape pen. We're not talking
Mm-mm.
about whatever. We're talking about
Crack.
fucking crack.
Pipe.
That's
Crack.
crack.
Pipe.
I'm just
Crack.
wondering.
They took
Like,
the
to
black.
me, crack has taken a decline from what I see. Other than Kensington, like not to,
Mhm.
talk about the people that are, having difficulties in Kensington or whatever. But it seems like crack has taken a decline from my point of view.
Mhm.
But this guy is clearly able to still find it, smoke it,
Mhm.
along with other stuff. So it's, yeah.
I think crack is back. Do
Crack
you
is
understand? And I
definitely
think
back.
that they need to stick to what Whitney said.
Crack is
Crack is whack.
Definitely.
Lay off the crack. Do you understand?
But fentanyl, now that right there is just
Yeah,
taking
that's a
people
whole
out.
different demon.
That's-
Like, you don't know, like everybody, I do a gram, half a gram, it don't matter. If it's mixed up the wrong way, you're done.
It's a wrap.
You're done. That man is lucky that he was able to go to jail instead of the morgue.
Yeah.
Real rap.
That's insane to me.
What about all of the people that you represent? What about all of your decisions that you've made for
Cracking
the
dudes.
state? Right.
That's scary, right?
Cracking
People
dudes.
know that you are a congressman.
Right.
And you're a part of making laws, bills,
Yeah.
signing
All that
documents to make sure that the people of Rhode Island
shit.
is
Right.
Rhode Island.
are getting their just due. And it's like, how do we know that you were in a clear conscience, clear
Exactly.
mind to sign these documents?
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Or what backdoor activities you are participating in that are putting the people of Rhode Island at risk.
Right.
You understand? Like, good Lord, who knows what kind of people are you tied up with that you can get your hands on crack and fentanyl?
Yeah.
Who do you know?
Fentanyl. When I say that's something.
That's
I
scary.
tell you what, I don't know nobody I could go to right now and be like, well, you know who got some crack?
Right.
Yeah.
I
First
don't
of all,
know
they're gonna
nobody
be like,
in
it
my
ain't that
life.
deep.
Right.
Let me help you.
They gonna turn me around.
Yeah, and then secondly, it's gonna be like, no, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
It's like certain areas now. Like we know we're from Philly, you know,
Yeah,
and we know K&A is the
Yeah.
place, Kensington,
you can get what you
that
want.
you can get crack, fentanyl, whatever. And that's the other part I don't understand. How is it that they're able to still smoke openly, still take heroin openly in those areas, and nobody is, I don't want to say arresting them, but doing something, being proactive to get them off the street.
They're just watching them.
Yeah, and then from my understanding, what you say, Brit
They
Brit?
wanted to be like
They do.
Yeah.
And from
Yeah,
my
yeah.
understanding, they saying that you get samples, free samples from dealers while you on the street. So if
No,
you
that's
like
the wire.
it, you come back and get a little more. You just gotta pay this go around.
It's the wire.
And I heard it was like, I don't know how long ago it was. It said they was making like crack houses, so you
Mhm.
can like take
Yeah,
crack safely.
Yeah,
Safe-
the safe
Yeah.
houses for the drug
Heroin,
use.
yeah, for heroin.
And they
They
give them
say-
the clean needles.
Yep.
So they don't spread germs, they say.
What was it? Somebody was selling a warehouse for $1 so they can rehab it and allow people to intervene as drug users, like people that did heroin, to openly do heroin in an area that you can be supervised and get clean needles.
Yeah, I guess, and they got the Narcan on deck, so they could give you a pop when you go
This
there.
is very different to
It made
me.
no sense.
It's
This
weird.
is very, very
It's
different to me, to where we're almost promoting.
Mhm.
If you decide
Exactly what
to
it is.
start taking drugs, we have a place for you.
That's exactly
You can
what it is.
continue on to take the drugs, and we'll support you by giving you clean needles, and we'll make sure that you have a place to lie down while you're not from taking the drug.
Depopulation is
Yeah,
all I'm
exactly.
gonna say. Like, listen, I mean, if you want to depopulate, you let them kill themselves off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also part of the
That's
crime
what it is.
in the neighborhoods. Is why you think nobody getting caught?
But the way that he was talking in the video, as if like you're mistaken.
Try to
Sorry,
ignore, try to
Shirley.
ignore.
They said we heard you in the car. You weren't breathing right.
Mm.
He said I have sleep apnea,
Okay.
and it's like like come on guys,
Mhm.
you
Okay.
Right.
not
You
that
know
they
I
said,
am.
but we
Come
saw
on,
a
cut
crack
it out.
pipe in your hand.
Got it.
He said, "Oh,
Next thing you know, you saw the hand.
It's like, all right, man. Damn, you cool.
Yeah,
I
This is
couldn't
what
get
I'm
past
saying,
that
man.
one. I thought you didn't see it.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
got me."
What was his name?
Attorney Matthew R. Raleigh. So
I
brother,
want you to get some help. I don't know if you a
Yeah, man.
full-fledged dickhead.
you
Yeah,
are.
you a
I
dickhead,
consider you a
but
dickhead
you a
because if
dickhead
you
for
was gonna
doing
get
it.
high during the day,
Right,
you could
go
have went to the parking
somewhere.
lot somewhere, like in a garage, hid somewhere,
Go home.
Alright.
Go
go in the
home.
bathroom and
Go
get
to
fried
your
or something.
apartment that you got on the side away from your wife.
Mhm.
Go do your crack and
He
your,
said, "I
and your
need to
heroin
bring it
and your
down."
fentanyl there.
You
Do
are a
your
dickhead.
opioids
You
there.
deserve dickhead of the week for
Absolutely.
that, man.
And
You're a
danger
damn
in the
idiot.
public.
Damn
Mhm.
idiot.
Driving
Stop
on
getting
the
high,
road.
brother.
Go
Go get yourself clean, brother.
Yo, all right. So look, it's been a whole bunch of shit, right?
Yo.
It's a video that I saw. Now I don't know how real it is because there's been a lot of social experiments going on, which I feel like a social experiment. It's just to get people to talk and interaction and all of that. But the wife who caught her husband calling his best friend Boo and Bae.
Oh yes. Oh,
messages
did you see
and
that,
shit.
Brittany? So this guy is like sitting on the couch, and his wife is recording, but she's confronting
Grilling him.
and she's like, "I looked through your phone, and I see that you calling your best friend Bae, and y'all had a good time the other night, and this, and he's like, what are you talking about? Like it's a joke we have. We call each other Bae and Boo."
Yo.
Was she a
You know what I
woman?
just thought about? You know what I just
Was
thought
she a
about?
woman?
That
What?
just hit me. That just
What's
hit me.
that?
Man, what if he was spinning her? What if he? I would much rather look gay than look like I'm cheating. Or look like it's a joke.
He was talking
So
to a man.
was
It could
the
have been.
name? Could
Right,
the
it could have been
name
a name.
been like he might have it listed as Kevin,
Eric.
Right,
but it's really
Erica.
Erica.
right.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. When she, just that moment, I ain't thinking about it the whole time until now. I'm thinking, all right.
It
if
could
you,
have
if
been,
you got
but-
caught up and it say, "Oh, babe, boo, boo," and you like, "Oh, why is you saying that to Kevin?" Oh, because no, man,
That's
he
how
play
we
like
joke.
that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
joke.
sometimes
Yeah,
they'll do
that's
joke
it.
with their friends like that.
That's
Ew,
it.
what?
But
it's
no,
like a
he was
joking
going
way.
deep. Like we had a good time the other night.
Yeah, he was
I
talking
want
to a
you
woman.
to do what you did to me.
Jeez.
Like yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
no.
was talking to a woman.
But it's like,
Kick said,
He was talking to a woman.
it's like why
you think it was a woman?
I didn't fully watch the video, so I didn't hear his voice. I can get vibes off people. I didn't hear his voice.
I heard the voice.
I heard
think,
the voice.
I think that he is living in an alternate reality
Yeah.
where he's with a man and a woman. He's with a woman as a beard, and he's with a man that he loves
It's a
or
lot.
enjoys. I'll say enjoys. I don't know about love, but enjoys.
It's a lot more of those going on out here than
It really
people
is.
Well,
think.
since the beginning of time.
It really
Folks using folks as beards. Oh yeah, you my woman. You having babies. You getting married. The whole while you are kerplunking or being kerplunked in your bottom, in your bottom,
At this point,
in your bottom rear area.
But
it's
You
like,
are being.
and her, what are you recording for? Like,
Right.
I guess she was putting it out there like in a way, and that's the thing. This is the era where we put everything. On
Everything.
TikTok,
I hate it.
Instagram.
I hate it.
And so I guess partly to warn other women if you're going through a phone and you see this and it's guys, and then also maybe it could be the jig is up. I know what you're doing, and now I want you to be out here, just like we said with the other lady who put it on Instagram or TikTok and said her husband was cheating and all of this. Now everybody blew the husband up to the point where he lost his job, and she's like, wait a minute, stop y'all, because now we can't feed our family.
exactly.
Right.
But that's weird to me because it's like, if either y'all gonna have an argument,
Mhm.
you gonna leave, or you gonna stay. But it's
Right.
like, what's the point of recording?
You
I
got
don't
it out
know.
here.
What's the point of recording and posting?
Yeah, and it's like you searching through his phone, you gonna find something.
Right.
Mhm.
You gonna find.
And now
something.
you found something. You are addressing him you recording him while you addressing. But the fact that he never looked in her direction.
He was
The fact
first
that-
of all, he
I
was
didn't.
very
I didn't
saucy.
watch it. I didn't
You
watch
did?
the video.
It was 4 parts.
I
to
saw it
He
on-
was
I didn't
saucy.
watch all 4.
He was
I
I
saw
saw
it on
it
YouTube.
funny.
So, but I just read the caption and I'm like, all right. But again,
Yeah, listen.
he could be.
Yeah, it's a
He
no.
could be
You gotta
gay.
go.
No, he was
That's
very
why I don't go
saucy.
through phones.
No,
I know I do.
I don't
Big
go
Niche,
through
do you
phones
go?
at all?
I go through phones.
I
I don't go
don't.
through
I
phones.
used to go through phones. I don't go through phones anymore.
I currently do.
I do not go through phones.
As you said,
I
I don't see
don't
nothing wrong with
wanna-
that.
like-
I don't want to go through your phone. I
I
feel like
wanna
if
see
I
it
gotta
all.
go through your phone, it's too much of
No,
my energy.
reassurance is
Mm-mm.
everything.
No.
That's reassurance.
But
You
it's
should be my
if you go
reassurance.
through-
I
if
don't
you go
have
through
to.
a phone
I
and you
shouldn't have
find
to do that.
Mm-hmm.
you still gonna stay. So what's the point?
Absolutely.
I don't know. Listen,
If it's not-
listen,
if it's
now
not-
Where you
listen.
stay, not
If it's
saying the
something-
women stay.
Wait, Brit.
So what's
If it's something to the point where I'm like, yo, you saying y'all was out on a date, eating and doing this, that, and the other. Even a date, I don't want to be there no more.
I could easily say in that situation, right? If it's like, I'm trying to act like I got a male friend or it's my friend, but it's really a woman. All you gotta do is say like, yo, no, we was just doing that to see your reaction. Saying all of that just to see how you react.
But 4 parts, I only saw one part. He wasn't holding his own on the one part. So evidently he wasn't doing that good on the other 3 either.
Yeah, he was not.
So
He started
you
getting
was out
defensive.
here like if
And that's
but
when the
why?
sauciness came out. When he started getting defensive, that's
What
when
he
the
say?
sauce, the barbecue sauce, the sweet and sour sauce,
What he was
all of it
saying?
came out. That tangy sauce.
Did he start
was like, he said that to me. I did not say that to him. So you need to be having a discussion with him. You sit
Why
here
would I
asking
talk
to
me
your
And
questions.
you know because he's trying to flip it. So
Yeah, why would
Why
I talk
you
to your
asking
friend?
me questions when you should be asking him questions?
Just
If
come out.
you
bro.
want to know why
Just
he
come out,
said
bro. Just
something,
come out.
he's like, listen, I'll have a conversation with him and tell him that you're uncomfortable with him saying this.
Well, we all need to have a conversation. Because when y'all do have a conversation, he might be like, fuck is you talking about? I ain't never seen that. That ain't me.
Exactly.
Right? It
Right,
could be
right,
that,
right.
or it could be, man, let's go ahead and tell her what it is.
Right.
Oh,
Let's go.
Let me explain something.
No,
let me explain.
It might
Yeah.
be. Like, if you in a life,
I around with them buttholes if you
I
want
feel
to
like
and think
this.
you about to lay in my bed. That
continue
even I
to
thought.
do what you do.
Mm-mm.
Why do you want to bring in somebody that has nothing to do with the lifestyle that you want?
That
We
is
are living in a
crazy.
time where anything is possible.
Yeah, you
Everybody
free.
is open. Everybody is free.
You
Now, I
can
do
get what you want out
understand
here.
families aren't always in agreement to what we want to do. And I get that. I totally respect that. But it's not fair to lead somebody on.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. It's not fair to have somebody thinking that we're in a committed relationship when
Right.
you're really in a committed relationship with this man.
Brother.
I just put on
The
a
farce. Right.
yeah, like you're my beard.
Right.
I'm pretending like this is my girl. When we go to the cookouts, when we go to my mom's anniversary dinner, the retirement party, this
the
is
whole
us.
time I'm disgusted
And they
by
were
your
married?
punani.
They were married.
I don't know if they were married.
No, it was a
Because
boyfriend
it's like-
girlfriend situation.
It's like if you really haven't been around us friends, because you would pick up how they talk
Right,
to each other.
right.
Sure
right,
enough.
Exactly.
Sure
And
enough.
Exactly.
If you got to question that, then you haven't been around his friends, or
Fact.
maybe he is in that lifestyle.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
around K-Meg's friends. They don't say boo, hey
Babe.
sugar, hey honey. They don't
Babe.
say those things. So
I'm gonna drop
So how
kick
much-
you
so
right
how
in your
much
fucking
are-
chest. We about to fight. Listen, again, I go from 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. So it gotta be like you gotta make sense real quick, or this shit not making sense, and I'm gonna go off of what the fuck I think and what I'm putting together, and I'm gonna lose it on you, cause
And
you
I get
playing in
that.
my face. You playing with my life. You digging in doodle holes, and you about to come play with.
I'm gonna
You're
get this
not.
You
Listen.
bringing it to my
Your
I
life
don't
is
care
your life,
what you
and
do
I
with
get that,
your
and
life,
I respect
but
that.
you're
Don't
not
include
gonna
me.
put
Don't
that
include
shit
me,
on somebody else unexpected.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't make that decision for me. That's not okay. If it's not something I'm okay with, you can't just do it to me because that's what you want to do.
And I
It's gonna
agree
be a
with you.
fucking price to pay for that.
But
And
that
it might
brings
be your
us
life.
to the topic of, do you go in phones?
Again, I don't.
Can
I
you
know.
go in phones? Like if you had the ability to.
If I had the ability to, yeah, I would.
You would go. Do you do it now?
No, I can't get in the phone. I can't get into a phone. I don't have none of her information. But yeah, I would. And it's not because it's like, oh, I don't trust you. It has nothing to do
Why
with
would
that.
you go in there?
Because reassurance. I think too much. I think the worst when I probably shouldn't. So reassurance. That's all it's for. It's not to say, I know you're doing something, let me see through. No. Reassurance. If I see something and I feel good, I'm going to feel great. I'm going to treat you great simply because now I know what's going on. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
But things can be deleted. You do realize that.
Yeah.
That's true. It can be deleted.
Deleted,
But my
yeah.
thing is this. My thing is, if you deleted it,
What you want to do? Ain't no
and normally,
You
I
can
don't.
retrieve messages now.
Yeah, you can't.
But that's for Android users.
iPhone.
No, for iPhones you can too.
No, I'm saying iPhone users
Right.
can retrieve Android users.
Right. If
We don't
delete
have that
something-
ability.
Right.
And yes, I am an Android user.
Right. Gladly. But
I have-
yeah.
I don't go through phones. I don't
Yeah.
care that much.
Really?
Honestly. I don't.
You would never go through a phone.
Even with what you call him.
Yeah.
He was texting like people in front of me. He'll let me know like what he texted and stuff like that. No, he used voice memo a lot. So it's like I didn't care that much.
So if he was to fall asleep and the phone was open, let's just
You
say
wouldn't go through it?
miraculously, it's
I'll
open.
look, but it's
Would
like,
you go through? Would you look at everything?
and his messages popped up on his phone, like you could see like what the person said. So
Yeah.
I just don't.
But I'm saying go through all the messages, go through all the Instagrams, Facebooks, the DMs.
Why you want her?
no, because I don't want to. I don't.
Why
want
you
to
wanna
Why
hurt
you don't
yourself?
want to?
That's not necessarily.
Why
I
you
need
your
to
own
know.
If it's
feelings?
something that I should know, then I'll find out.
No,
eventually.
you
Yeah.
won't.
No.
Yes,
you
I
won't.
will.
No, you won't.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
I
Listen.
want to pop out like motherfucker.
Yeah, let me know what's going on because again,
I do.
I'm very.
And I'm very secure in my marriage.
Mhm.
I'm very secure in everything that I do.
Mhm.
But I'm still a phone checker.
I'm a phone
I don't
checker.
know if
I'm
K-Max
very-
knows that, but I guess after this episode,
Oh, no, he knows.
will.
How he
No,
know?
I remember we had a conversation before. We talked about that.
He don't know.
No, he
Because
remember
I
that
delete
shit.
stuff too. I delete.
He remember this shit. Hey, listen, and he probably
See,
like,
I don't
oh
wanna
yeah, she was
do
in there.
that.
No, I do delete. Bitch, if you too friendly,
Yeah.
I'm going to delete
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I am going to delete you.
Again,
I'm going
I
to
don't
take you
wanna-
out. Listen, I'm
that
going to
shit
take you
gonna
out of
make me
LinkedIn.
mad. It's gonna make
I'm
me
going to take you
mad.
out of Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to take you out of all of it. And if you go to look for him and you wonder why I can't find him,
Block.
I blocked you.
Right.
K-Max
And
looking
that's
at his
just
joint
me,
like,
like-
K-Max looking at his joint like his
I
followers
ain't
getting
here for
lighter.
wow.
It's getting light as shit.
Yeah, no.
733.
I got 3 fucking followers now. I got 3
Is that wrong
followers.
of me? Is it wrong of me?
No.
I don't think it's wrong. I think
Because
it
you
might
letting
be.
them know and putting them in their place.
But I don't ever tell him. He don't know to this.
No, I think he knows.
He knows now.
I think he knows
if he
because
doesn't, if he
I think he
doesn't
knows.
know,
I think
if he didn't know
he
before,
knows
he
his
knows
wife
now.
though.
And they listening like, bitch, I knew you.
I
right.
knew it.
I knew
I
you.
knew that's why he.
That's all right. I know another way.
Listen.
Listen, no,
I'ma
my
find
thing
him on
is
MySpace.
right.
Yeah, she won't go.
My thing is for me personally. Again, I'm not about that. I get angry over very small things,
Me too.
and I know
Me
this
too.
about myself,
Yeah.
and it will make me react.
Yeah.
And I need to keep peace in my home. I need to
Absolutely.
keep peace in my family.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna. You go LOL to a bitch. I'm ready to fight.
Yes.
Do you understand?
What's
like,
so
I'm
funny?
Right. What the
That's
fuck
how
you
it
doing
sounds.
with
So
this
listen.
nigga?
So if I put the
So-
laughing emoji, is that better?
That's too. It's Joe. You
Why
Joe
you
as shit. The fuck is you
why you
laughing?
laughing at these
What the
emojis?
You
fuck
said
is you
something
laughing
funny.
at this bitch? Get the fuck out
No,
of here.
I'm
So
really,
again,
I really don't like.
I don't want to hurt my
Yeah, I
own
don't know.
feelings.
But
I'm not
listen.
going to make myself angry over nothing and have to talk myself down.
No, no,
I don't
no.
feel like
That's
doing
No,
that.
no, no.
I'm
Yeah.
No.
I'm a real.
I read between the lines. See, I'm very good. Listen, listen.
I gotta talk.
I'm a
it
read
down.
between the line kind of girl. So what I do is all of that bullshit about, oh, yeah, I'm glad you got a new position. Congratulations.
Bitch, your coochie
Yeah,
wet.
this,
Back
this,
up.
this,
I'm fucking
blah,
blocking
blah,
your
blah.
esophagus.
And I'm
Two
reading.
to the door.
And I'm reading. And
Yeah.
you go, so you want to come out with the coworkers
No,
this
you don't.
weekend?
No, the fuck you don't.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
y'all, that's
no,
what
you
I'm
don't.
trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So-
If
so-
you would have
Dumb
saw
shit
that,
like
So
that.
that
so
moment- so
listen,
at that moment,
if
that-
King had other jobs.
Yeah.
So if he was to hang out with the group, male and female from the other job, are you comfortable?
My nose is flaring just the fucking conversation.
But that's what I'm saying.
No.
I-
Like,
now-
that's
now
what I'm
here's the
saying. I don't
thing.
want to know none of that shit.
I don't have
I'm
a
good.
problem with him hanging out with coworkers, male and female.
Right.
Here's my thing. I don't have a problem with that. It's the extra friendly ones
Right.
that I have a problem with.
What's extra friendly?
Extra friendly when you're like, oh, you look good in this picture.
Yeah, that's
You
wrong.
laughing at
That's
all
wrong.
the
That's
fucking
wrong.
jokes.
But I'm in the picture too.
Right,
So I don't look good.
right,
So it,
Now, it's not a
should say
weekday
y'all.
where I'm like a man. Because
right.
I dress like a man.
So what did she would say, y'all?
On the
no,
weekends, I
no,
try
no,
to
no,
shush.
What is she- I feel like even
I
if,
shush
even
on the
if they would have
weekends.
put
I put on some lashes.
y'all look cute, I feel like y'all look at it like,
No, if
bitch,
y'all
you trying
look
to be
cute.
smart. Like, bitch, you was trying to be smart. Or you
No,
was trying
if
to
she
be slick.
said y'all look cute,
Right.
that's one thing. You look good in this picture.
Oh yeah, singling
Yeah,
out.
Singling out.
That's strong. That's
Brittany,
strong.
he's singling
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's
You're
strong.
deleted.
That's strong.
You're
You
absolutely
in a way.
deleted.
Yeah, that's strong.
You're absolutely
a threat.
deleted.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You're done.
And I
I'm
don't
sweeping you out.
And I don't see
Off of
nothing.
Instagram, Facebook,
You're
MySpace,
done.
whatever he got, I'm going to sweep you out.
It
I
don't
can-
even have to be that forward for me to feel like a type of way. This is what I'm saying for me.
But that's why I
personally.
gotta look because
Yeah. It don't even gotta
Right.
be that
Do you-
forward.
so that's
because
what
you
I'm
could
saying.
It could just be any fucking thing. Again, you the LOL and bitch, what the fuck so funny? What the fuck that bitch? So now this bitch a comedian. So now get the fuck over there, and let that bitch cook.
But
your
that's
food.
what I'm saying.
Like,
do you
now
feel
I'm
like
mad.
men
Like-
pick up on it, or do you feel like they just think people are being friendly, and we know women, like we're
No,
women.
let
so
me
we know
explain
women.
something
They
to
know.
you. That's what I was
No,
getting ready to say.
no, a lot of times we don't. We discussed
I
this
think
on the other
I
two.
think the media
We might
has-
have, but
We did.
we didn't discuss it in a sense of Instagram, Facebook, DMs, like all of that.
No,
kind of
we went
I
into-
think
we
the
went into-
media portrays this image that men are so fucking
Oblivious to
naive.
everything.
Yes.
They're just so naive. They don't know when women because it doesn't happen so often, and because
They know.
bullshit.
They know.
Fuck out of
They
here. The
just
niggas
tryna-
that
That's
know,
not
they
true.
know.
They know.
Niggas
That's not
that
the
know,
whole
they
story.
know.
That's
not
how I
necessarily
feel.
true,
Niggas
yo.
that know they know. Niggas that know they look good, and they gonna
Yeah.
flash you that smile. They gonna
And it's
do
nothing
they gonna
wrong
pull
with it.
all that shit out.
It's
All
nothing
they
wrong with
gonna
it. If
do
you
it.
pay for the braces
the
or
veneers,
the veneers,
Big T.
it's fine. Go ahead
Chop.
and flash it. If you getting your cut every week, if you grew your beard down to your chest, all of these things I feel
and
like
they stand there like this in the,
Yeah,
in the
go
camera,
ahead, do it,
squinting
Dave.
their eyes.
I feel
pulling
like
on-
do
yeah, them
it,
niggas
do it,
know.
do it.
They
do
know
it.
bitches is in
But-
their DMs.
But
and on
here's
the comment
the
section.
but. The but. Don't be compliment. I mean, you can compliment, but like, just don't be fucking extra.
Yeah.
When you extra,
Who
we know
complimenting?
women. We know what extra is. Y'all might not catch extra, but we know extra.
Hell yeah.
We know extra. Oh wow! I hope she taking care of you.
That is extra, very extra. Men,
Very
all women says
extra.
that. That's very extra.
But
Say-
but see, a lot of times y'all won't catch it.
No, I will. If you say something like that, you're trying to start trouble. You're trying to,
Yeah.
because you're mentioning her. You're
Do you
even.
delete that
You
person?
trying to get
No.
I'm not conversing with you anymore. I'm not conversing with you.
So then, are you deleted?
No,
No.
you're not, you probably not deleted, but
Fuck
when it comes,
that.
when it comes
Why
to
It's
like
a
that,
delete.
Right.
It's a
It's a
delete. It's a block.
Delete.
It's a block. A delete. Do not return. Return to
that's,
sender.
Can I-
Yep.
that's
It's
small
a
takes.
return to sender.
no, but so all right. A lot of times, as the only male right now,
Right now, go ahead.
you're on a panel.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times, it's not a lie when we say men don't catch a lot of shit sometimes. Now, not saying that we're dumb.
No.
A lot of times we do see it, but a lot of times we might second guess it, but then it's like, you know what, roll yourself
When
back.
it becomes evident, though.
When
no,
it's
but
evident,
women
no, see,
don't do
when it's,
that too. Where
They
you're
do.
like, I don't know if is this guy
That's what
coming
I'm saying,
on
so
to
that's
me
all
or
I'm
is
saying,
he-
That's
right?
how I am. I feel like people be trying to flirt with me, and it's like I'm so retarded. Not retarded. It's like I don't even be paying attention. Like they'll be trying to like flirt. And I'm like, wait, was that a flirt? And my sister be like, yeah. They were trying to
Right.
flirt. And I'm like, oh, I thought they were just being friendly. Like I always think people are just trying to be.
But
friendly,
I feel
'cause that's
like
how
be
I am.
direct.
Yeah.
And be intentional.
You see the world through your
See,
own
I feel like
eyes.
with
so
that,
if you are
they know
friendly-
that you're single, so be intentional.
Right.
Yeah.
That's different than
Be
if you're
upfront.
married and then you just throw little things to where it's like if he pick up, he gonna send this back. But if he don't pick up, he's going to say
all that LOLing. Bitch, you giggle, that's a
said that
feedback.
LOL.
It is. It's
Wait,
feedback for bitches. And then they gonna take that and assume that you interested. Cause that's how bitches do. Just like that's how guys do. If a guy says something and I'm like, he's gonna be like, yeah, I got a chance.
I got it.
You know you can make a laugh. You can realize it. The same thing go for women. You laughing, and it's like, oh, well, this nigga, he responded. That period.
No,
he
but just
responding. Like the fact that you respond and you reply and you acknowledge a motherfucker, that's enough to make people think that you're interested.
Would you
period.
be comfortable enough to say, I don't think this is an appropriate conversation? I'm going to have to bow out gracefully.
It's easy to say.
Would you be comfortable
I'm married.
saying it?
I'm married. Yo, don't say that. You don't say
All
shit
right.
like that. Like you can easily say, yo. Nah, you drawn. Yeah, don't say that. I'm married, and you know that.
Would you be comfortable in saying that?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
asking. Like, if you're comfortable, because here's the other piece of it. We always worry about feelings.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't give a fuck about feelings when it comes to my relationship. You understand? Because I'm you know me, block, delete. I'm gonna remove people. You're not good for him. You're definitely not good. Mm-hmm. What did you send a picture of the family where you were in the front? Delete. like no. It's a no.
Let me put y'all on something real fast, right?
Go ahead.
We know that even in this conversation being held, there's men who may have been in your DM, who may have said, hey, what's going on, sexy? What's going on? Hey, you, whatever the situation might be. And everybody don't get blocked. So again,
it might be
you know
ignored.
how to right,
Just
exact. So this is what I'm saying. So you don't necessarily have to block somebody to ignore them.
Yeah, I just laughed.
Like you don't have to block. Like you don't have to block them. Like all right, yo, you fucking bugging. Ignore them because I know women go through a bunch of hey boo, hey sexy, how you doing?
Like
hey
that.
boo.
It's the
And then
pursuers though.
like that.
The pursuers need to be blocked.
But they never. But it'll keep
Multiple
going on. It'll keep going on. Boom, boom,
messages.
boom, 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 and then it'll be. You can screenshot and you can see all their messages saying, hey boo, hey boo, hey boo.
Hey boo, delete.
How you doing this morning? How you doing this morning?
Heart eyes delete.
And a lot of
Because
people feel
it's too
like
much.
ignoring is just enough. That's it. Ignoring is the best move. Now, here's something funny.
Go ahead.
I saw a post that said women will not delete something. They feel that that's the most safest thing to do. If you're in a relationship and a guy is pursuing you or he's saying stuff like, hey boo, what's going on? Hey, good morning. I hope you're feeling great this morning. And all of these messages and you're not responding back. They don't get rid of them. They just don't respond. And that's it's almost like, oh, I'm not worried about it because I'm ignoring them. I'm just ignoring them. I'm not worried about the person because they're being ignored anyway.
When
and
that's
that's enough for a
that's
woman.
a
But
training. That's
Unless
a
they
training.
Nigerian scammers.
Right. No, but really, to be honest, that's a training for women.
Mhm.
Because you have to understand. If you turn a nigga down, there's a chance you get busted in your head. How many niggas getting busted in their head for turning a bitch down?
A lot.
a lot. Yes,
no.
Thank you. A lot.
If I pursue this guy and he says, "Oh no, thank you, I'm okay," and then I start getting aggressive and want to attack
No,
him,
it's like that.
right?
Men.
This is
like,
what I'm saying.
You want to give me your number? Then they start coming at you.
This is what I'm saying. So
You wasn't that good looking
I
from the
right,
start.
right. There's
And
no, girls will come at a guy a little bit without, but typically that's not how it go. If women are pursuing a guy and he said turns them down, her feelings are hurt. It's not like, you know what I mean, I'm going to club you in your head. Whereas men, on the other hand, sometimes take offense. I'm not even going to say men. I'm going to say these guys, some guys. Where they get offended and they attack. So it's almost a safety for a woman to just ignore rather than to say, oh no thank you. If I just keep it pushing, it's a little bit safer than me declining altogether. So that's like a makeup where we came into play, where that comes into play, where women are concerned, is not just doing it just to do it. It is kind of a programming because you sometimes afraid to say no. We've seen countless situations
Yeah,
where
I
women
had rocks
being
thrown at
attacked.
me.
Right.
Dang.
I did. I had fucking rocks thrown at me.
I've
because I
been
said
verbally
no.
attacked several times because I said, "Oh no, thank you, you dirty bitch." Followed down the street, and it's like, "But nigga, you was trying to talk to me. Now all of a sudden, I'm a dirty bitch. I'm all these things. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go ahead about your business." Niggas will literally follow you to attack you because they angry because you turned them down.
That's
I don't
that
see
pride
that
piece
right.
of it.
Yeah.
That don't generally happen in the other direction. So I think that it's a difference when it comes to that as to why women ignore versus turning down. I think there's a little bit of trauma associated with turning a nigga down. You might get clubbed in your head.
Times really we're not in those ancient times anymore.
That ain't ancient.
We're not. No. But listen, it's not the way that it used to be. Where it's like
I feel like it's
women
worse.
are the only ones at threat that are in danger when it comes to approaching somebody. These women are very aggressive. These women are very much like men.
I was an aggressive woman.
Where they're
when I
very
was
aggressive.
single.
Were you?
Was I?
And yet you're saying that this does not exist.
No, but I've never clubbed a nigga. I've never called a nigga out his name. I never went like.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely a woman. You better shoot your shot, girl. Like, listen, if you want it, you better go say, listen,
sure.
what's
Well,
up?
I say no.
You don't got. Why you waiting around? You know what you want.
No, I feel like you can shoot your shot.
Yeah.
If you know that it's definitely something that is safe, that you know this person is not in a relationship, that this person is ready, I would definitely shoot my shot.
Why not?
And definitely, put it out there to where, listen, I'm available, you're available. Why not pursue or see where this goes?
Exactly.
But on the same note, I just feel like, it's a different day and time. We've seen a lot of people getting killed on small stuff.
Real small stuff.
Real small stuff.
Speaking of which, a story, a topic, okay? There was unfortunately, someone lost their life. A husband who brought home a side chick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the love.
Yeah, to profess his love for the side chick.
What?
And once he did that, the wife, I use that in quotes, shot him and killed him.
Bang bang.
The side chick is running out the house. Later is explained that the side chick was under the impression that him and the wife were in an open marriage and that he was bringing her there to introduce her as a third party to get into an entanglement.
In a relationship,
Come to find out that the wife, in quotes, who shot and killed him was not in fact, she was not the wife. She was the side chick herself.
What?
The wife, he and the wife had been separated since November, talking reconciliation. The wife had no idea about this woman or the third woman who apparently was involved in the situation.
So you just crazy.
So he out here
slanging. But that's what I'm saying about people losing their lives
Yeah.
over relationships.
Yeah, it's serious.
You are
it's
not
bad.
that important.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
I need for you to understand that if we together, we together. And if we're not, we're not. That's it. All of the other stuff in between.
Nothing. There
Not
is
necessary.
nothing in between. There's nothing else.
It's
for us
not
to
necessary.
discuss.
It's not necessary. I don't know, but I just feel like, to me, women, they are a little more aggressive now than ever before. And they are pursuing men in a way that, now this is just my personal point of view, they're pursuing them in a way that, All right, I might sound wrong in saying this. How men should pursue a woman.
Yeah.
I was always taught a man is supposed to court a woman. That's how I was. You pursue a woman.
Right.
That's how I was taught. Now I'm finding it to be vice versa.
The
Along
women
with
are court.
The women gotta pick the dates. Like, why am I choosing where we going?
Dig this, right? Real quick.
Go ahead.
I am very much all for equal rights. All of it, right? My thing is, it become, and we talked about this before. I don't see no problem with a woman, you making a man feel like you want this shit to happen. Not just necessarily a man, yo, I want to keep you, so I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to plan this, I'm going to plan that. No, you also have to make me feel like I'm wanted as well.
But after how many dates? Is that date 1? Date 2?
It could be date, if it's date 1, if she feel like, yo, I appreciate you, and I'm going to show you how much I appreciate you, and she say, yo, meet me at such and such. I don't know no normal man is going to be like, oh no, that's too soft for
in
me.
In my past, I have brought a man flowers.
Right.
But it wasn't because like, oh, I'm confessing my love, or it was a meeting, like his friend passed, so I want to show my respect and buy him flowers.
Right.
It's like I never did that before.
Right.
So
how was it received though? What did he say?
Oh, he was so surprised.
He fucking loved it. Yeah. We love that shit to feel like, okay, you was thinking about me.
Expecting it.
Exactly, because we never expected. We never expected because it's been programmed that we have to court y'all. We have to chase y'all throughout the relationship.
But that is
it's not.
Because remember when I asked you like, oh, have you ever brought a man flowers?
I never did.
It is so weird to me to say it, but
I don't feel like it was a wrong situation.
The
situation, he lost somebody.
It wasn't like
and
he was coming over.
I want to comfort you.
Remy romance.
Yeah,
the flow
like
flower.
It was like a blue.
No, but even still, it wasn't like you was throwing rose petals in his door just for the sake of it.
Right.
Like it was a circumstantial, and
it was also something where I'm comforting you.
Right.
I'm giving you something to try to lift your spirits.
Yes,
I think that is wonderful. Like I'm all about like here. See, this is where I feel like I'm kind of like not different, but I don't understand the single side versus the married side. I'm all about taking care of your partner. Now with the single side, it's, you can speak to this and not to put you on blast, but you can speak to this. It's like, if you decide to say, hey, meet me at this place at this time and don't worry about nothing, is that too forward? Am I being too aggressive?
Fuck no.
Some men,
but you on the married side,
right?
No,
some men would say.
I'm saying on the single
even
side.
in the single side, on the single side, as a single man, as a man, very straight man who love it. Listen, if I was single and you say, hey yo, meet me at such and such at this time, I got something set up. Are we gonna relax and all of that? Do you know how fucking rare? Men are very, I don't think y'all listen enough. Men are very simple. Do you know how thoughtful that would be? You know how deep we would take that? Like,
but sometimes they don't be taking it because I asked a man before, like, do you want to go on a picnic date or whatever? Something like that. He's like, I've been there before.
no, it's a boy.
That's
Okay.
a boy.
It's
No,
a boy. It's a
that
boy.
is a
no,
boy.
no, it's a boy.
True.
That's a boy.
Well, you haven't been on a picnic date.
Right, that's a boy.
So stop it.
That's a boy.
Right.
You look at that like that's soft or that's no. I don't want people to look at it as like you don't really know. At the end of the day, if you think of anything, I'm telling you, most men is hard any fucking way. If you are thinking about me in any kind of way, if you say hey, and it can be the minor shit. If you say yo, I know you always every time you smoke weed, you don't have a lighter. I make sure you got this lighter that clip on to you. Yo, that is some thoughtful. That's thoughtful shit because you actually took the time out to think about what it is versus
That is dope, though.
like versus the man doing it most of the time. We have to figure out how to keep y'all.
Hear me out though, right?
Mhm.
Which,
Go ahead,
and I
Denise.
agree. I agree with all of that. But here's the thing: there's a reason for that. First of all, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
That's
A good thing.
He
That's
is
good
been
thing.
findeth
biblical.
a
That's
wife.
The good thing.
She is not supposed to find a husband. He is supposed to find a wife.
Yes.
You are
And
supposed to
so
do the
if-
courting. Wait a minute,
Mhm.
hold on.
Let her go. Let her finish.
Y'all men are supposed to do the courting, and we are losing touch with that. And it
Yeah.
is why you are seeing all of these feminine men who want to get taken out to get their nails done.
Yeah.
Like, listen, at the end of the day, women are going to take care of their men regardless.
Yes, indeed.
You have to understand, it don't take a special occasion for me to get some oil and rub it in your beard and massage your face. It don't take a special occasion for me to rub your feet just because we sitting there watching a movie and I'm doing it just because it's just our nature.
And then
These are the things that go unnoticed because they're not a big moment. But collectively, when you add those moments up, I deserve that
Right.
big
Yeah.
dinner date.
And
Because
another
all
thing-
throughout the week, just because I'm just doing it and it's not even conscious. It's just because when I'm making sure that what you want for dinner.
Yep.
Just because. That's not a fireworks thing, but I'm making sure every day not only that you eat, but you eating something to your liking. I'm making sure every day that you are set up in a certain way that you don't have to worry about certain things once you are
Caring.
off from.
But what
But
does that have
sometimes
to
they
do?
want-
No,
you
that
do
has
it
a lot
outright.
to do with, because again, it's nothing for me to sit here and grease your scalp just while we do. These are the things of taking care of you and nurturing you. This is my job. It's not my job to
You're
plan
nurturing-
dates. It's not.
Right.
No, again, these
Oh my gosh.
these are not the. Again, we're coming into a space in a new world, in a new time where all of these things are mumbo jumbo the fuck up in a pot, in a bowl, and you mix around and you pick out what you want. No, I'm talking about the foundational things. These are these things that are now that a lot of these guys are requiring from women are things that women are supposed to require from men.
Or how
But they
about
want you to
or
play
how-
housewife,
no,
but
no,
at
or
the
how-
same time,
And this is from a single woman.
yeah.
All right, hey, listen. So how about this? How about y'all look at it like a man, a man wanting to be, I'll use spoiled. And
Yeah.
just a word. A man wanting to be spoiled is a bad thing. Now,
No,
listen,
it's
no. So what was? I'm so confused as to what the conversation just was about, because it was literally like, all right, we're losing our essence, and men want to do the. When has it been wrong for your mate to make your mate feel wanted, feel
Never.
appreciated? This is my thing. So
Never.
so how come it's?
I'm
men
gonna
should-
spoil my
listen,
guy because
listen,
I don't
Why
want
did
nobody
you get
else
that
to
from
do
what
it.
I said? Where did you get that from? If did
You
y'all
literally-
hear what I
you-
said?
No,
Yeah.
you literally
Did I
said,
say
no, but
anything
you literally-
remotely close
no,
to
you-
like
oh
you
my
shouldn't?
God.
She's
spoil
trying
it?
to make us understand that
No, but she
it is
literally
a
said, she literally
man's
said,
job to court a woman,
men,
and it's nothing
it's
wrong with
also-
that.
it's also
But
a
we're going
woman's
to take
job
care
to-
of our men.
Regardless.
Right, but nobody's. See, but you say, if I rub your hair just on the
Humbug,
just on the hump. That don't mean you think because you rub my hair that satisfies me, that makes me feel like I'm. Again, you're determining what it is that man wants. You're telling that man, all you require is a hair rub. All you
I
require
don't
is
think
when
she
we
mean
sit
it
in
in
it.
that sense.
No.
But it's not.
in
But
that
it's
sense.
like. But if a man says to a woman, "I want to feel spoiled," just like you want to.
It's nothing wrong with
I want.
that.
But in the conversation was
It's nothing wrong
that was
with
wrong.
that.
It was wrong because we're going astray from the
Courting,
right.
and making sure.
We're going astray. But at the end of the
It
day,
is-
again, if all of a sudden
I'm not playing house though.
no
That's the thing.
no playing
I'm
house.
not playing house with somebody who's not willing to at least put a ring on my finger.
Right.
And
No,
that's
no.
where a lot of people are going wrong. They're playing house. They're allowing a lot of things to take place. but they're not saying, because here's the thing. In the event that this man dies or this woman dies,
Right.
what were we? We were nothing. We were a boyfriend and girlfriend. We had kids, but no life insurance, and Social Security is not going to cover me and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and I've seen it so many times. So don't say, oh, you looking at it from a different perspective. No, I'm looking at it from a perspective where women want to be in a wife role. They're doing wifely things, but they are not a wife.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's how I was. Like the man I've talked to, he wanted me to have the kids and all that stuff, but he made it very clear that, oh, I don't want to get married. So I'm like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
So what are we doing?
Pointless.
And I don't know. I just had to like
Let him go. Send him back to the streets from which you came.
Again,
I'm
your
telling you, we're not
husband is
living-
going to find you. It's nothing that you have to do. The right husband for you is
Yeah.
going to find you.
Yeah.
You don't need to look for
No.
no man. You don't need to court no man. You don't need to propose to no man. That is not how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to be. And again, we're getting far away from the way
For sure.
that things are meant to be.
sure.
And that is why you see so much nonsense
Chaos.
and confusion, because we are so far away from the thing. All you gotta do is do what you need to do for you and be a wife. Again,
So if
a man who finds a wife, it's a
Find a good
pastor.
thing.
It's
does
a
the Bible say
pastor
anything
that
about a woman finding a good husband?
No, it
But the
ain't
man
in
is
there.
Do you know what's
supposed
a man?
A
That's
man is
that,
supposed to
a man
leave
who
his family
finds
and come
a
with
he
his
can
wife.
leave. So my thing is this: how
A
can
man
a
don't
person
need
leave?
a
That is
woman.
an impossible. No, listen, it's an impossible thing. You're not a man. I'm speaking from a man. A man is not is. Yeah, is. You was told since the beginning of the time, men are super fucking strong. Men just deal with anything. Men don't deal with this. Men don't cry. Men don't go through the.
Men
Let me
cry,
let me
and
let
I'm
me
really
explain
being
something.
cry.
Right, let me explain something to you. I feel like when people say we've went astray from like the basis and all of that, you do know that means you have to question your position as well. If you want a man to be super and do everything, you also have to. If a man says to you, "Get in the kitchen,"
Mm-hmm.
there is no that's the fifth. Get in the kitchen.
You want something to eat?
Get
you
in the
want lasagna,
kitchen.
You want,
Listen, see, that's
you want
the
a
thing.
pancake?
See, that's the thing. But
It's
in
not-
reality,
It's
it's,
wrong with
but
it.
in
But
reality,
if-
it's
but
never,
if
it's never
she-
going to
But
happen.
you ain't my husband.
Yeah.
No, but my thing
It's
is
never gonna
this.
happen.
But my thing is this. You can say it's never going to happen, but you have a wife who cooks your meals every night. It happens for you every day. The
Right,
thing
but
you're
if-
saying is never going to happen
But-
happens for you every day.
But if I
So
tell
help
you,
me
but-
understand. Again, you're talking about the way you're coming across. Get in the kitchen. Of course, nobody's gonna respect that.
But
that's
if
not.
you're telling, if a man is saying,
But
to
you don't need
I
it.
want,
But
I
the
need
point
this.
is, if you're being a
No, but
man,
listen.
I'm gonna do that regardless.
But if
this
a man,
is the point.
if a man tells
If a man
you,
is being
you're
a
not
man, you
listen,
don't need to tell
you're
me
not
what
a
to
man-
do.
you're not
I'm
a man.
naturally, as a woman, I'm gonna do it because
I love
this is
you
what you
and I
don't
want you
understand.
taken care
That's
of.
how
But
we
listen,
were
but listen to this,
created.
but listen to this,
Yeah.
though. Listen to this, though. You're
To fill in the cracks.
You're saying here's why it's
Listen,
not
I'm
even
prepared to
it's not
cook
even
for my
personal.
man now.
It's
Well,
not
this
even
is what I'm
it's not
saying.
even
He
personal.
don't need
I'm
to
sorry.
say it.
It's not
You
even personal,
want
but-
to
Cook, y'all.
You
But
want
y'all
to
saying,
take
but
care
y'all
of that
saying,
man.
but y'all, all y'all heard was
Don't say y'all.
no. All what was said was, cook. I'm going to already do this. But if a man tells you that's not what he wants, that's not the things that make him feel appreciated.
What kind of
woman-
man are we talking? Are we talking about
A
a
man-
fiance
a
or are
real
we talking
no,
about
a
a
husband. A husband. A
A
real
husband.
a husband.
Now I get that. I'm going to listen to my husband. Let me tell you something about my husband. When I designed my house, I did it with my husband in mind.
But you should.
Everything that I do is not with my kids in mind
Mhm.
because they don't pay no bills.
Fact.
They don't as much as I love them and I'll do anything for them, my husband is the one that's the head of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm decorating, I know he likes this.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm setting something up, I know this is twist right here. Because
of the this is
right,
what I'm
but
saying.
he gonna do the same
This
for me.
is what I'm saying.
I can tell you the last time I
you
got
don't
gas
need
in
to
my
tell
car.
somebody to do it.
Yes.
They're going to do it.
They just do
to
it.
fill in the cracks
That's
for one
it. It's
another.
not-
But
That's
if we-
what
doesn't
it
need
is.
to
If
be
we just had
said.
a conversation about courting,
It doesn't
and
need
if
to
a
be
man
said.
is saying
But that
to
you said from a husband perspective.
from a husband,
Right,
from a
courting
husband,
though,
courting.
usually
If I
it's
want you-
dating.
if I
If
want
I'm
to
trying
feel-
to date you, you
If
are
I
not
want-
married.
nothing.
You are not married. You are not in a relationship. Right. You are supposed to court
I
the
pick somewhere to
woman.
go that week.
Yeah,
Like, that's
that's
how-
a courting.
That is so. I feel like those rules are so.
No, like when you court each other, I feel like it should be 50-50.
Facts.
You pick somewhere
Facts.
to go, I pick somewhere to go.
Facts.
But
Not
when
just
we,
me
but when
courting
you're
you.
married, the man is
What
the
the
head
fuck?
of the household.
Right.
Like you lead,
What the
you
fuck?
tell
I'm
me
learning.
what to do.
I'm
That's
learning. See,
it's
she
wild.
got it, but I'm still
Yo,
learning.
it's wild. It's
And
wild
I
to
ain't
have.
got it.
It's supposed to
You
be-
got
it's
it.
supposed
I'm
to be
still
50-50.
learning.
It's supposed to be 50-50, but again, it's wild if it's just you are only
But you're
the ones that's
courting me.
supposed to do this. You're supposed to make
No,
me
a
feel
fiance or somebody that we're just getting to know.
right.
You're courting me. You want
Right.
me to know that you are coming from good stock.
We was talking about husbands
You
though.
want me to be able to marry you because I present these qualities.
Right.
And that is just, think about your daughter.
Right.
Let's not take like marriage out of the equation.
Right.
If your daughter is dating someone,
Mhm.
you're not going to allow her to date a bum. You
No.
want her to date someone that is coming
Courting
from good
her.
stock. Someone that is courting her. Someone that's willing to sit down and talk with the father
Right.
and say, I'm making my intentions known.
Right. Right.
I
right.
really dig your daughter.
Right.
She's a wonderful person. You guys did an amazing job with her.
Absolutely.
And so,
I would like to
No,
take
no.
her on a date.
Right,
And-
right.
But that's not how
I
we
want
do
to.
it.
Right,
This
so-
is what I'm.
but
Do
here's-
you
Then
want
that's
it to
because
be
they're
where
doing
your
it
daughter
as
is
bad.
chasing him? Your
Yes.
daughter is courting him.
But
Your
the
daughter
thing
is
is-
taking
Let me tell
her
you
money
something.
and she taking him on a
No,
date
no, no,
while
but
he's
that's-
in.
No.
That's what I'm talking.
Listen.
Me personally, I don't mind paying.
Facts.
But
Like, what's the issue?
a man has.
No,
I don't,
but
I
you
have
gotta
no-
show
I have
something
to pay.
first for that. You are the
No,
man.
all I'm saying-
How
no,
do I
no,
know
no,
you got
you-
leadership skills
No.
if I'm always leading?
Listen,
That
my
doesn't
mama-
make
Homosexual.
sense.
Like,
Listen,
that
my
was-
be a
mama.
hobo.
That doesn't
always
make sense.
have, when you go on a
He
date,
gotta
always
do
have your
something
own.
to make
That's
it.
right.
He
We
don't
accept-
pay or
no,
want to
we
go
ex-
50-50.
That's right.
And if he go 50-50, I don't know.
right. But here's the thing.
At least
Again, let me
initially.
go
Again, I'm
back
not
to the
talking about
scenario.
marriage.
Let me go back to the scenario with the daughter. I feel like you have to not just court the daughter, you're courting the family as well because you want them to be on your side to and kind of influence your daughter to
Right.
say, this is a good guy.
Right.
This is a guy that has your best interests at heart.
Right.
This is a guy that we can see in our
family.
Right.
So not that, see, you're going from a married perspective, from a courting perspective, you want this guy to show up and pick your daughter up,
Right.
not your daughter picking him up.
Right. Right.
Right,
Like,
that's
Absolutely,
crazy
absolutely,
to me.
Right. That's wrong.
And not saying that it's anything wrong because he may not have a license
Right.
and your daughter does,
Right.
Uber.
but
He gotta show some kind of
Yes.
initiative and
It-
leadership.
But
and
listen-
That's all
this
we're
is-
But
saying. That's
but
all I'm
he's-
saying.
But if my daughter has somebody right in the future,
yeah.
and he's courting her, he's doing what he's supposed to do, and I
What
may
is
say
he-
something.
what
And
is
she
that?
paying for the date.
Right,
No, no,
but
no,
what
no,
is
no.
doing
Now,
what
now,
he's supposed
now
to
listen,
do though?
now listen. If he's courting her, right,
Mm-hmm.
and it just may be a situation where she says something like, "Oh, Dad, I'm mad at him." Oh, why is that? Oh, because I wanted to go out, but he didn't have it. Blah 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 blah. And I would say,
That's as a
do you have?
father.
Don't you have money? If he's a good guy, right, and he does this for you,
Right.
what is the problem with you
As
making
a
him feel
father,
right?
It's no-
she
it's
is
no
supposed
problem.
to take that advice from you.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with a woman paying for a date,
Right.
but
not
it's
what
a
I'm
potential
saying.
person. Not you just coming on the scene and like, fuck that, I don't pay for bitches.
Yeah.
So
Right, because
I want
courting-
steak, lobster, and everything,
Right.
and I
If you
expect
like
you to
somebody,
pay.
then
Right.
That fucking-
okay.
But
Exactly,
courting
you
starts
will.
at day
That's what it
one.
starts.
Okay.
Here's my
Within
thing.
reason.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's
Within
my
If they
reason.
say I ain't got it, I didn't ask you if you had
Right.
it or not.
Right.
Either you
Right.
got it,
No,
I got it.
no,
or
you
not.
better show up with something. Don't
Just
say
pay
I ain't
for
got
it.
it.
My thing,
Hey,
right.
listen.
Again, you gotta show me that I'm not the only one present in this relationship. Now, maybe I'm speaking from trauma.
No, we was
Okay,
talk- we
maybe
was
I'm
talking
speaking
about-
from trauma.
No.
But again, courting to me starts at day one. Day one, we're talking about by the time you get to a date. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about fiancés.
Yes.
I'm talking about day one. Day one. I don't want my daughter feeling like you have to compete for this man's
Not
attention.
at all.
I don't want
No,
you to
no.
fit. No, listen, but that's what courting is. Courting is dating. Hi, how are you? I want to get to know you.
That's right.
It's women who are doing this and men who are expecting women to do this versus that you expecting her to come up and get on her knee and hold your hand.
That's
Yeah.
a
Like,
negative.
no,
I see
this is
no,
what
it's
I'm
not.
seeing.
That's
I
a
don't know
negative.
what you're
All I'm
seeing, but
saying-
I'm
I'm
saying
seeing-
what I'm seeing is the roles being reversed. And I'm saying that as men, part of a big part is not just a protection and paying for shit. It's leadership. If you cannot lead a mother, if I'm doing the leading from the start, if I'm coming to you, sir, would you like to go on a date with me? I'm gonna pay.
Yeah, what
What do I gotta do to
I
get
can
you
go
to
with
go?
my
What the
man.
fuck is that? No, I don't want that for my daughter. No, I'm not gonna suggest that.
No,
If a
but
man
we
can come to you and court you and say, hey, how are you? I like to get to know you. Can I take you on a date? And he pay for
That's
it?
tradition.
That, like, right.
wasn't-
If that
that
ain't
was-
it,
that
thing.
wasn't
Go ahead,
the
let me hear
courting,
Brit.
that
I
is
went on
the
a
topic.
date with someone and we went to go get some food.
Mhm.
He paid for the food, so I'm like, okay, let's go get ice cream. I paid for the ice cream.
Mhm.
Is that an issue?
No.
I don't think it is.
No,
that's
but a
beautiful.
lot of these no. See, but that's you. Do you hear what you're saying? But
Because
then
I didn't have
you
a
said
problem
something.
with paying for the ice cream.
Right. Right, but again, see, but according to what was just said,
First
is,
date, I wouldn't have paid.
See,
It
no,
wasn't,
but
it
you felt,
wasn't
you
the
felt.
first date.
So,
What
so
date?
listen, the
Date
first,
what? Date
on the first date,
I think it was like the fourth.
All right, I don't mind
on
it.
the first
I don't
date,
mind
right? If
First
I'm
date,
gonna do
no.
it on the first date
On
if
the
I
first
like you.
date, on
If
the
I
first
like
date.
you.
So I'm confused.
If you pay
If
for
you
my
invite
food,
me out,
if you asked me out and you paid for our food, I wouldn't mind paying for dessert.
Yeah,
I would
that's
if
how-
I
The
like
message-
you,
the
I
message
wouldn't
is being-
mind doing it.
But the message is
You wouldn't pay
being.
for the dessert?
I wouldn't have paid.
Really?
No. That's just me. I wouldn't have. Like, because I don't know if you're just like some fucking user out here.
Yeah.
That's
But it
looking
was
for
safe as like the fourth, fifth date.
fourth,
You like
fifth.
him?
Yeah. I would do it. I would
Yeah, it was
definitely
the fourth,
do it.
fifth date. I paid for the
I
ice
would
cream.
definitely do
Yeah.
it because I want you to understand I'm not a fucking user.
Exactly.
I'm not out here
I-
just-
and that's the thing.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not out
want
here
you to
trying
think
to
I'm
just-
a user, so I wouldn't mind going
Yeah.
here if I like you.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't really like you, you can pay for all this shit plus some. I ain't gonna hold
If I don't
you
like
about
you,
these
I ain't
shoes
the
and
goal.
clothes.
The first date, he paid for everything.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I think I visited. wherever
He's
he was
courting
at.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's courting
Paid for
you.
dates, all Ubers, everything. So.
I don't
If
think
you
there's
want me to
nothing
be
wrong with
here,
it.
why wouldn't you pay for me
Just
to be
But
Here's
if
here?
the
you know, but it's
Duh.
not. But if
Don't
you're
waste
not
my
going,
time. That's the part. Time is money.
right.
Time is precious. Time is something that you cannot get back. Don't waste my time. If you're telling me that you're dating me means it's an intention that we could possibly be together for years into marriage. So don't waste my time. But if we're out here and we just playing around, and some days we meet up, some days we don't. This week I see you, then I don't see you again for 3
Yeah, that's
weeks.
bullshit. That's
It's a waste
bullshit.
of my time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a waste of your
It's a
time.
waste of my time.
Yeah.
But if a nigga, but it's just rough out here. 'Cause-
No. You
it's
speaking
really-
from a
it's really
husband
rough.
perspective, and I get that.
No, even if I can put myself
But
in
they
the, I
can
can put
be
myself
also
in the.
nice and pay for dates and waste your time as well.
It could.
And that's the part where
So
I
again,
have
if
to,
you-
I have to decipher what's quality and what's not quality. Where am I willing to spend my time and my energy, and where I'm not willing to spend my time and energy? You know, sometimes it's good. Like I tell my daughters, and I said this in the past, date, go out, hang out, be with a couple of guys. I'm not saying sleep with them,
Right.
but I am saying
Date
go
them.
out, enjoy yourself.
Why not?
Get to know
Yeah.
people.
I can't like talk to multiple people.
Why?
Cause I don't know. I just don't. I like people, but then again, I don't like people at the same time.
Mhm.
And it's like we on a date. If I talk to like multiple people, I might end up calling you somebody else's name.
Right.
No, you won't. You won't
No,
because
I
everybody is in a category.
Right.
Everybody's in a category, and I've said
I'm
this
like,
in
hey
the
John,
past.
oh my God, his name is Michael.
No,
No, you
my
won't.
thing is you don't have to be aggressive.
I'm not committed.
Like dating anybody.
I'm
to
not
the point-
committed.
Right. If you are a single person,
Yeah, I just
what
don't
is
have the
wrong with
time.
you having like friends of different like you don't have to sleep with people. I'm
Yeah.
not advocating sleeping around, but why can't you have friends of
And it's
different
nothing
at different
wrong
times? That's
with
not
that.
a big
I
thing.
just don't like that. I just find that weird.
No,
It's not a bad thing, but it's like that's me personally. Like I don't have time to be asking you
So,
like,
let me
good
ask
morning,
this.
good morning, good morning, good morning.
Right.
So all the guys.
Right.
But let me ask you this: if a guy called you and said, "You know, I'm really digging you. I want to take you out. Would you mind if we go to whatever, do whatever?" Would you be upset with that?
I wouldn't.
Okay, so then you got another guy saying, "Hey, you know, you look so cute today. Like, I just can't hold it back. I gotta let you know, like, I'm really digging you.
Listen,
Let's go out."
Dr.
Would you not go out? Or
no,
would you-
I would. Like Dr. Umar said, you got your competition on the other line.
There you
Like,
go.
but it's like I don't know. It's either
I
don't
feel like
know.
you're pretty. You present so many things. You're educated. You have so many things going
Businesses,
for you.
multiple.
Business. And then you can cook and you can, like, you represent, you can dress your ass up. Like, all of these things
Right.
that you have, it is something for them to latch on to.
Right.
Not you latching on
Right.
to them. Them latching on to you because you have all of these qualities. When they talk to their mom about you, they're gonna brag about the fact that
Right.
you're doing this in business. You're doing this in your personal life. You help these kids in this area. Like,
Right.
you are an amazing catch. So to me, it's not about settling. It's about deciding which person will I allow in my space.
And how can you ever know if you only date the boy next door?
You
I'ma
have-
be honest. I'ma be
The guy
honest.
next door.
This and I know Mikkel's dad was the guy next door.
And
I know.
I would literally
No, it's a no. It's a no.
Let me tell you
No.
something. K-Max was my prom date. But even though he was my prom date, I was still dating other people. I was having a good time. I was living my life. And with that being said, he was the one who made his intentions known. He was picking me up every week. Hey, what's up? Let's just take a drive.
Like a grown man, so
Yeah, let's just take a drive. Let's just go out and look at some art. Let's just go and do blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't nothing major. It didn't cost money. But the fact that you wanted to spend your time with me.
But it's like men back in like years ago is not the same as like
They
today.
said in 2000s. In 2000.
They
Right.
want to smoke hookah. They want to go out and drink. They don't want to go to an art gallery.
If you smoke a hookah,
If they smoke in the USB
Mhm.
port,
that's a negative.
I don't know because
Yeah,
they don't want to go to like different states. They don't want to go to art galleries, and that's what I like. They
That's
just
the
want to smoke
ones.
hookah, liquor. They want to go party every weekend. Like that's not me.
But
I don't
that's
like
not
being
the
around
ones.
people like that.
That's not the ones for you. You are looking for the one for you. So you go to the places that you like to go. The art gallery, this restaurant. You like to spend time in this area. That's where you're going to go because that's where you're going to attract those people that like your likes. I feel like all of these people that's out here now are looking for just their person.
Right.
And I get that. Whether it's online, whether it's through a friend of a friend, everybody's looking for their person, and I get that. But if my person, it's not. I'm not gonna find my person in a place where they're doing things that I don't do. If I'm not smoking hookah, if I'm not drinking whiskey all weekend, if I'm not out here twerking, if I'm not doing none of those things, then what's the point of me hanging with the crew that's doing it? That's not me. That's not my style. That's not what I do.
Fellas, if you approach Brit Brit, be direct.
Notice I'm
Be prepared, because I'm
laid
fighting.
back.
Be direct. Man,
Be
she
very
with the
direct.
bullshit. She
Yeah. And she's quality.
right, exactly.
Quality.
So that's
Yes.
it, man. That's it, man. If you ain't trying to match that,
It ain't no point.
Don't waste your time.
It ain't no point.
Yeah, don't waste your time, man. I feel like it's. I honestly feel like, all right, it went off left a little bit, like it went left a little bit, but
What?
in all reality, I really want people to understand that it's. Listen, everybody wants to feel wanted.
Yes.
Everybody wants to feel wanted. And it's nothing wrong, it's nothing weak about wanting to feel wanted. It's nothing weak about saying, hey, listen, yo, what's up with, like, again, like we were talking about my daughter. If my daughter if she was dealing with somebody who was a good dude and she wasn't doing things for him, just little thoughtful things that he was doing and she expect, I would look at her like, yo, you're fucking, like, what are you doing? How do you want this? You can't receive something if you're not giving it. Yeah, in the world, you're programmed to believe a man is just supposed to do. But what the fuck is going into that man? Like, at the end of the day, I will be on my wife, so I will be on my daughter. So it's not like I'm just gonna look at her like, oh, 'cause she's a woman and that's my, no. At the end of the day, you have to make somebody feel wanted just like you want to feel wanted. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel wanted, wanting to feel like, hey, listen, I appreciate what you do. I'm going to do things for you. Especially if it's, I'm courting you. There's nothing wrong with a man feeling like, damn, I appreciate you trying to do things because you see the effort that I'm putting in and that I'm trying. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make a man weak. It doesn't make a man like beta or any of that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like that's where we go wrong, and that's where the miscommunication comes from, because it's like everybody wants to be quote unquote biblical, but they don't want to really follow everything biblical and do what they're supposed to do. But it's convenient when they want to say, hey, listen, this is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this way, and this is how it's supposed to. But ultimately, do you follow things that a mate is supposed to do? It may not be. No, you may not do that, but at the end of the day, you want things. I feel like if you want a successful relationship, you gotta make the person feel wanted, just like that person make you feel wanted.
Yeah, 50-50.
That's 50-50.
I definitely
That's it.
agree with
That's
that
it.
part, but again,
for sure.
I feel like it's almost like somebody being a dancer, one being a natural dancer, like it just comes natural to you, and someone who practices at it. And I feel like when it comes to relationships and the nurturing of relationships, I feel like women are natural at it where men have to work at it. That's just my opinion. Men have
What
to
you
work. Men have to work harder in
Understanding likes, maybe?
understanding. I feel like women, not all women, do not get me wrong, but the women that I'll say the women I know of in your life, just
like
as
mine?
an example, like the women around you.
Okay.
We're not a bunch of like hard ass women who don't understand emotions and shit.
Yeah,
like you have women
sure.
around you who are pretty logical, reasonable women, right? So what I would call like regular women. You understand?
Right.
We have like common sense,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. So our nature, it's a woman's understanding the nature and the purpose of the man, and understanding the nature and the purpose of a woman. A woman's nature is to nurture what a man brings to the table. And this is my point by saying that a man is supposed to court a woman, is because a man has to bring something to the table for a woman to nurture. He has to bring something for a woman to grow. He has to bring something for a woman to be a helpmate too. If you are coming to me and you don't have these things and you are expecting these things from me, the tables are flipped, the roles are reversed. It is something wrong in that dynamic and in that relationship. That's all I'm saying about the courting. What I'm saying is it is a man's job to initiate and a woman's job to follow up.
No,
So,
but that goes against what you were saying.
That doesn't go against what I was saying. Again, I'm simply saying that a man is supposed to do the courting and a woman is supposed to follow up behind that man. Again, if you treat me well, it is just my from my personal perspective. It's my nature to treat you well.
So is that
it's my nature
so could that be considered courting?
I want a man
if you treat me well.
To let me feel protected, respected, and heard. That's the only things that I require of a man. Like, protect me, let my what I have to say be heard, and like respect me.
Yeah.
Right. And again, that comes from when we're talking about the courting, and again, I'm not talking about marriage, because you can't get to marriage without first courting someone. You have to court someone. You have to initiate something. And the way that things are going these days, all I'm saying is that it seems like a lot of the males are expecting the women to do the courting. They are expecting the women to initiate. They are expecting the woman to bring something to the table, when in fact it should be the other way around. The man should be courting. The man has to bring something to a woman. Again, a woman is a helpmate. How can she be a helpmate to something that's not happening?
Help me.
You have to bring something to the table first.
No, listen. If I bring something to the table, right? Help me. Help me does not just mean you help me with something. If I need help in certain areas, that's help me.
Yeah,
right?
that area can mean different areas.
Exactly.
Or it could be help with your family, like
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Your finances.
Exactly.
Your well-being. That's different.
This is why you are a blessing. This is why a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, right? Because if I have shortcomings, right? You help.
No,
I don't want no. Listen. It's not about just helping me to cook, helping me to wash my clothes, helping me to raise my kids. It may be to help me find who I really am. Help me push me to my full potential. Help me to find to be more. It's help. Help is not just a simple.
You can't get there without first courting. And
we literally talked about. I literally said, if a man is courting, that does not mean that a man does not want to be felt like, hey, I'm gonna fucking catch myself. It's not wrong for a man to feel like, hey, yo, in this world of shitty ass people, if you getting a good person, treat me like I'm a good person. Treat me like you appreciate that you ain't got a nut ass nigga. There's nothing wrong.
But you gotta meet standards first.
Right, because how can I treat you like a nut ass nigga if you're coming to me expecting me to pay for our first date? How can I not treat you like a nut ass nigga? I'm being real as a woman. No, because that's what courting. We can't get to the place of a relationship if we don't first court. Courting is dating. That's what courting is. So how can you get past the dating phase to the relationship phase if you acting like a fucking nut during the dating phase? How do we get to a relationship phase?
Raising a voice to a man is not a man. Listen, I want to tell you something.
And that goes the same way. Like, don't raise your voice.
No, it does. No, it does absolutely. But what I'm saying is, if people want to go to the old, this is how it's supposed to be. Again, if I want to be misogynistic, Misogynistic. What's the fucking problem? If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm misogynistic, why are you?
But it won't work for every woman.
It won't.
You
Right? It
can
won't.
be.
But every
Absolutely,
woman. But it seems
you
like
can
every
be.
woman wants you to be a certain way. But then when it comes to okay, if you want me to be traditional,
But both of
and
y'all
if I
have to
tell
come in
you-
an agreement of what
Right.
right, and all I was saying is in this whole situation, if a man is doing what he's supposed to be doing, courting you, there's nothing wrong with a man wanting to feel like he's appreciated as well. It's not just all on the man. There's nothing wrong. This whole we're not living in the Old Testament days. We're living in 2023.
2023, but some things are still applicable.
It is still applicable. So if I say, right, my word is final. Is that going to stand?
If you're my husband, yes.
Yes.
If you're my boyfriend, no.
See, but the thing is,
If you're my husband, yes.
That don't apply to everybody because it'll be at the end of the day, we're not going to.
My
Because
husband
some
is
men,
wise,
some women
though.
don't respect their husband.
Right.
That's what
And
it
if
is.
I
That's
and
what it
if
comes down to.
they
That's
don't
what it comes down
respect
to.
the leadership, but if you don't give me something to cause me to want
Exactly.
or understand that your
Right.
leadership is something from God
Right,
and that you have knowledge,
right.
I'm not going to follow
Right.
you.
Yeah, because
That
I
part.
mean,
Let me
leadership
say
in
something.
their,
Because if
their,
you that part,
say so,
it-
it has to make sense.
Make
Right.
it make
You
sense.
can't just say what you want just because you're the
Yeah.
man and expect somebody to follow that.
Every day
That don't
we
make
eating
fucking
pork
sense.
chops.
We talk.
And
Like,
that's
no,
because I
every
like
day
pork
we eat
chops.
pork chops, we gonna have diabetes, we gonna have high cholesterol, and be.
Right.
But I like pork chops.
Right.
It
If
don't,
it don't
work
make
like
sense,
that. You
then-
have to be a leader. If you are a leader, you are the king of your household.
Not just word, please.
And if
Word is not leadership.
No.
Behavior is
Behavior.
leadership.
If you're showing me, if you're making me feel not just that you showing me that you the leader, allow me. See, leadership, people look at it as a dictatorship. That's
Mhm.
not it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make your I don't want to say subjects, but your people,
Mhm.
your children, your wife, everybody that's under you understand.
To submit.
There
People
it is.
submit not because
And I'm
they
learning.
are forced.
I'm still learning to submit.
Right. But
I'm
you
still
cannot force submission. You can force respect in your presence, but you cannot force submission. Submission is something that is given
Yeah.
to you. You is something that is earned by you. Submission is not something you can force on someone. You can force people to lay down, put their heads to the ground, but their hearts and their minds is never in it.
No.
You cannot force a
I
person
love
to
submission.
submit. You have
I
to
love
make
that,
a person.
And that's dope,
Brittany.
Brittany. And
No,
that's
but
dope,
you
I
Brittany.
have
love
to make
that.
but it
That's
has
dope,
to come
Brittany.
from a person who makes you want to submit. Because
I
if they're
love that.
It's dope
sending
that
you
you
in the
want
wrong
that, that you
direction,
want to do
I don't want
Great,
to have
but if
all the
you're-
say so go
That's-
on.
that's
of
really
course.
good.
I don't know no women
I
who
need
want
my
to be a man.
husband to tell me, listen, this what we doing. I'm like, all right,
I
what you need me to do?
I love that because I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to be this fucking strong black woman
And that's how most of y'all was raised.
yeah,
Most of y'all was
and
raised
being
that
a
way,
strong
and y'all
black
too
woman.
aggressive, too
I was
strong.
raised, I was
No.
raised in a
Too,
single,
like,
in a single
and if
parent
y'all
woman
didn't have a
was
man
not-
that really loved y'all would be single.
It's not
Single.
so.
I'm dead serious. Y'all would be single. And that's fact. If
It's
y'all didn't have a
not
man
so
that
much-
loved y'all would be single because men, it takes certain men to deal with strong women who was raised by
We
who
were
was
raised
single
this
women.
way.
It take, I'm
But we
telling
were
you.
raised this way because there was no men.
Exactly.
But
to
we don't have
allow
have nothing to fucking do with your
It was
pop or
not
your,
not the men were
No, but
good.
when you take
But
when
what about
you take
but what
somebody
about
on, you
men
take
who
on
has
their
mommy
shit,
issues
right?
And we
Like,
gotta deal with
A lot of us-
the
a lot of
mommy
us do.
issues.
You want
I'm
somebody
one-
to
I'm
cook,
one who has-
clean, be
I'm
your
one who
fucking
has
maid,
mommy
wipe
issues,
your
right?
ass, clip your toenails,
No,
be
hell
your
no, I don't
mommy,
want all that.
work.
Why you
I
suck
want-
your
cook
thumb
you
and
right.
cry?
What I
Yeah.
want is I'm one of the person who can admit I have mommy issues, right? My thing is if I feel down, if I feel like I'm at my lowest, I'm looking to you as my like what a
To
mother
build
would
me
do.
up.
What a mother, that's all. there is not like I don't feel right. Coddle me. It's not like I don't feel right. Hold my hand. None of that. Make me, build me up. Help me. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
it. Help build me up. You may feel like, well, you should be built up because you're a man. No, listen. Build me up just like anybody, and just like you want to be built up when you feel like you're at your worst and you want your man to say, hey, listen, you can do anything. That's what any man wants.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. So it's not like a whole thing. It turns into a thing where it's like, well, I'm the woman. I'm not gonna. What the fuck? And
But see, the thing is, you weren't taught. See, like what us, like I'm not gonna say us. I'm gonna say me. I was taught to be a strong black woman from a strong black woman because she had no choice. If you're dealing with a husband with mental health issues that doesn't have the ability to make sense of anything, now I'm in a leadership role. Now I'm the dictator. Not so much someone that's going to offer, well, how do you feel?
Right.
What's going on with you today? No, I'm a dictator. So now you taught me, listen, don't you ever let nobody do this. Don't let nobody get over. You don't want a piece of the pie. You want the fucking recipe.
Right.
This is how I'm raising you. And everything that I have done, I don't want a piece of the pie. I want the fucking recipe.
Right.
Because this is who I was taught to be. And when I get a king that is saying, baby, you don't have to do all of this shit. Like, just be easy. Allow yourself to breathe. Take a mental health day.
Yeah.
Allow
But
yourself.
a nigga that don't got you can't tell you that shit.
But see,
that's
the
my
thing
thing.
is,
A nigga that don't got your back can't tell you to chill or
Yeah,
relax.
But
that's
that's
the
the thing. But when you
When you
have
have
somebody,
that,
when you
it's
have
still
that,
hard.
Everybody
It's
don't have
still
that.
hard for a woman that is strong. It's still hard for you to say, all right, you got it. You said you got it. You got it, and you can do it. But my upbringing is still in my mind, in my ear. My mom, I still hear her saying, make sure you don't let your left hand know what your right hand got.
Bullshit.
Make sure
still.
you got your
bullshit.
But that's how
That's
we
bullshit.
were raised. You can't
Get
take that
over
away.
it. I was raised by
It
cheating
goes
men.
back to the elephant that had the anklet on his ankle hammered to the ground as a baby, right? And they're trying to get out the anklet, they can't get out. As a full-fledged adult, they can get out, but they're still in the same mind frame of a baby where they can't get
If
out of it.
psychology wasn't
That's
real,
it.
it wouldn't exist.
That's
If psychological fucking games weren't real, that shit wouldn't exist. If programming wasn't real, it wouldn't exist. Advertisement wasn't real, it would
wouldn't
not
exist.
exist. It all exists for a reason, to fuck with your mind. So again, the shit that happens in your mind is far more egregious than anything that somebody can put you through physically. Your physical body can handle a lot of shit.
Sure
Your
enough.
mind can break like that.
Absolutely.
It is fragile. So the idea that the mind games or the mental shit that shit matters. That
It
shit
matters.
counts. So when you're
For
being
sure.
programmed and brought up a certain way or told a certain thing, that shit matters. It affects your whole. I have said a million times, and I'll say a million times more. We spend our entire adulthood trying to overcome 12, 13,
Sure
maybe
enough.
15 fucking years
Sure
of
enough.
childhood programming. You will spend another 60 years trying to get over what you were programmed to
Yes.
for 10 years.
You're
it
not
makes
good
little
enough.
to no sense.
You're not
But
allowed.
it matters.
We
it
don't
matters.
do that. That's not for us.
It-
You're a
and
woman.
it affects
You cannot.
everyone. And anyone who doesn't feel like they're affected by their
You
childhood
are.
is a fucking narcissist, a
Yeah.
sicko. If you feel like, oh, my childhood doesn't have any reason,
No, it does.
play on how I
It
think,
definitely
you're a
does.
fucking psycho. Get as far away from them as you can, because there's no accountability there. You don't want to hold the folks who raised you accountable. You don't want to hold yourself accountable for your actions and just assume that it's all just the way it is. No, the fuck it's not. You were taught some shit by some people who were taught some fucked up shit,
Yep.
by some people who were taught some fucked up
Yep.
shit, and you need to unlearn that shit. It is what it is. Your thoughts are not your own. You did not create your reality. You did. It was. It existed before you were here.
Like generational curses.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
if that's the case, then any of the mental that's going on in your brains, none of that can be one of those things that need to be erased.
No,
it can be broken.
Some parts,
But
because
see,
again,
it's
my
all
reliance is not
justification.
on me. My
Justification.
reliance is on God.
Yeah,
So
if
here's
if
the
you
deal.
pray against all
God
the
is the
generational
same
curses, all that
then,
stuff,
now,
God
and forever. So I don't need to rely on me. That's why the Lord said, do not rely on your own word and your own
Lean
heart.
not into your
Do not
own
do not lean on your own
understanding.
understanding. Lean on mine. Exactly. So it's nothing that had, because the rules are going to change with time on earth, but the rules with God have always been the same.
changes.
They never change. So there is your foundation. So if you don't have that as your foundation, you're going to sway with the world. Whatever the world says
And
is
that's the
okay,
same thing
you're
with
going
men.
to
Like
sway
if
with
you're
it.
not, if you're a man, you're the head of the household. You're not going to God first. Why am I following him?
Exactly.
Here's
Exactly.
the
Husband
thing,
or
here's
no
the thing.
husband, if
Here's
you
the
ain't
thing.
following God, why am I following you?
If your husband is making sure every day, even if y'all have problems, beefing, I'm making sure I pray with you every night. I'm praying with you. What does that say?
It's essential. It's essential. It's needed.
So again,
Right, but it
if somebody, and listen, if somebody is, everybody can be like, do little wrong things and all of that, but that doesn't make them who they actually are. If they're actually doing what they're supposed to do, what's the problem?
It's a lot of pastors out here doing everything wrong.
I'm not a
behind
pastor.
closed doors.
I ain't
No,
a
I'm
pastor.
not saying you, but I didn't know
But
we
again,
were
but-
talking
Like
about
the
you
man-
specifically.
the man
we coming
on-
to a close.
We
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
to
yeah,
it saying in general, people of God, just because you pray don't mean you doing the right thing.
And that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
All
If
I'm
you
saying
ain't
is-
following
is my
God,
opinion-
I
in
don't
my
care how much
opinion-
you pray. You can
Yeah.
pray all day long, but if you're not following what he
Yeah,
says, you
his
ain't
word,
listening
you're not
for an
reading his
answer
word,
to
you're
your
not
prayer.
fasting.
What's the difference?
Last thing I'm gonna say, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I feel like is the way of this thinking, relationships are fucking this generation up.
But
Because
why?
they don't go to God.
No, because
Nobody.
a lot of things, a lot of people is just they want pick and choose. It's like, okay, I'll do this, but I'm not gonna be a submissive woman. But I will do this, but I'm not gonna be this. I'm not gonna be this man that leads fully on Christ. I'm not gonna be like it's pick and choose when you
But then that's your
when you
relationship.
want to.
It's going to be like Swiss cheese. It's
Right.
going to be holes in it.
A bunch of
And
them.
everybody's going to feel incomplete
Right, absolutely.
in the relationship. So
All I'm
it's
saying is-
never going to work.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying
don't
is,
be in a relationship where you don't feel fulfilled. Don't be in a relationship where you don't feel like you could be yourself. And this is just my personal opinion, my personal advice to anyone. Ain't no trying to work it out. If you don't feel like this is the place for you, pray to your God. Everybody got different gods. Please don't get it fucked up. You could be under the same household and be praying to very different gods. Trust me. So again, if this is not what is right for you, don't be in it.
There's
Period.
there's
Point blank.
people that feel like-
Ain't no reason. Ain't no kids. Ain't no longevity. Ain't no history. Ain't no reputation. Ain't no none of that shit worth your sanity,
I
your
agree.
soul.
I
Do
agree.
you understand me? Your soul. Because again, when you leave here, you're not leaving with your partner. You're not leaving with your kids. You're not leaving with all the fucking church goers. You're not leaving with the naysayers. It's going to be you and your creator. And you're going to have to answer to your creator as to why you did or did not. Do you understand me?
That is-
So again, if it ain't for you, get out. Point blank, period. It just is what it is. If it's not for your soul, get out. Don't enter it. If it's courting and it is not right with your soul, a lot of people not praying over none of the stuff they doing.
Nobody.
And I say that a lot because it's the truth. I'm going out with people. I'm hanging out with people. I'm befriending people. I ain't prayed on none of it And then you wonder why it's chaos coming into your life, because the people around you are bringing chaos into your life, and you're opening the door with a welcome arms into your life, and you better watch who you welcome in your
That's
household.
why you can't tell people
You better
what you doing.
then
never
you
know
go
who's praying
into
against
your
you,
business
you never know who's
plans,
praying.
into your life
Your
plans.
downfall,
None
all
of
that.
that. Watch
But with that
yourselves.
being said, we praying for y'all to win.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Hallelujah.
man. Win, man.
Bullshit is gonna pray for you to win.
What, man?
Hallelujah. We
We
might
might-
listen. We might sit. We might
coming
bullshit,
to a
but we
close.
right. We
gotta
believe
come
us.
to a close.
We
y'all.
believe us.
Thank y'all for coming.
We appreciate
baby.
y'all
We-
tuning
We
in.
appreciate y'all. We're gonna have more
25,
guests. A lot
man.
of people want to
Yes.
come on. We just trying
Yes.
to compartmentalize which ones are coming, when they need to come, how they need to come.
Yeah,
But we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate Brit
Keep
Brit.
spreading the word about
for
our
coming through.
podcast. We love what we do. We do it for you guys. And with that, we love y'all.
Fuck with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.